Good evening, everyone. Are we ready? What I want to do is welcome everybody tonight to this training. This is a special event tonight, a special night, a special day, a special event. The reason I'm saying that because February the 2nd, 2022 started a soft launch with this company. This company did some amazing things. And right now, this company is going to continue to do some amazing things. This last week, they had an event in Las Vegas. First class, everything was first class, a first class company. And if you wasn't there, and you seen it on live Zoom, you experienced, because I'm not going to steal anyone's thunder. I just want to introduce some people who were there and let the rain and the sunshine shine on you. So first I want to introduce a good friend of mine's out of the United States. That's all I can say. He's somewhere down there in Arkansas, Mississippi, United States. He's here. And I want to introduce, because Jerry Greene was there in the flesh. So I want to introduce Jerry Greene to let him share his experience in at the event. Are you there, Jerry Greene?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Hey, let me tell you, I was on the other side of the fence. You know, that business they call Tahitian Oni, I think in 2004. And this event in Vegas was off the chain. Everybody knew I went back to the East Coast for a class reunion. I rushed back down 2095, got back, unpacked, repacked, drove to Dallas, got on Southwest and went to Vegas. And let me tell you, I do not regret 1 second of not going. It cost a few dollars, but hey, Greene love Greene. That's why he didn't go love life. And I tell you, we may have been low in numbers. I think it was me, Mike, and Miss Two. And it's been like I've been knowing her for years. I mean, we gelled, my wife went, and they bond, and we had a ball. The food, the first night was around the pool. And let me tell you, I'm not a seafood eater, but they had salmon, they had filet mignon. You could take a fork and cut the food. That's how tender and tasteful it was. Any type of dish that you wanted, they had it. It was first class. I mean, past first class. They gave us breakfast Thursday and Friday in A+. In other words, if I had to give them a 10, I'd try to give them a 20. The lunch was off the chain. And it's such the bonding that throughout the 3 days, you wouldn't believe it. They had people from Taiwan, China, Japan, Norway, Sweden, and you know, the US was well represented. And I tell you, if you missed it, you missed one of the fabulous Go Love Life that you could ever imagine that they could put together. Kelly Olsen and his team, they didn't shortchange you no kind of way. And I know we're going to have to do some work if we're going to go to Mexico. I think Mr. Barnes said it's Cancun, but that's not the name they named. I went to Cancun. In fact, on the other side, they flew us to Cancun for JADE training. But anyway, you don't have to worry about no JADE. You know what you got to do. Merchant builder, leader, elite performer. And you have to qualify to go to it. So I'm going to tell you, work, work, work. You don't shortchange yourself. You know, I know some things you say you can't do, but do it. And all it is, just pique people interest and then, hey, put them on the calls. We got some outstanding leaders, Mr. Barnes, Mike, Ms. Two, and a few others that I haven't met yet. But it's like me and Ms. Two been knowing each other for 100 years already. And we gel. In fact, I took quite a few pictures and then told them, hey, y'all need to pay my personal photographer. But I tell you, it was fantabulous. And I really enjoyed it. My wife enjoyed it too. So people, you know what it takes to get on board? $200 ain't nothing. I like to say, hey, you spend that on your weave. You spend that going out on the town. So just work it and tell them, hey, don't cry broke. Just say you're insufficient funds, but you find those funds and let's go love life. I turn it back over to you, Mr. Billy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jerry Greene. Now I'm gonna tell you something now. Before the event, JD was, and we call him JD, he was laid back, solemn. Now he's excited right now. That's his excitement. He feels good. And right now he's looking forward to the next event. So he's excited about what went on in Las Vegas. And guess what? He got me all hyped up again. So right now, thank you, JD. Thank you, Mr. Jared D. Greene. And guess what? I want to introduce another person. And right now, this person, we talk every day. And this person right here is so excited. She got so excited that guess what? The airplane made her sick. But guess what? She's fighting all through it. So I'm going to tell you, I want to introduce to some and present to others. They call it, JD Greene talked about her, Miss Two, Rich Girl, Miss Olga Johnson. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Hi, everybody. Y'all know I got a frog in my throat. It was amazing. It was awesome. I did a lot of hollering, I guess you all can tell. I was screaming for the new product, you know, the microbiome body souffle. You know, it's awesome. They gave samples. I wouldn't even use mine. I gotta keep mine for, how they say, long ways. But I did make the purchase for the product. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even gonna talk about no food because everybody has talked about it. But what I will talk about is the education that we received, everyone, from Kelly Olsen to Cody. You had Sean Whitney, Adam Olsen. I mean, these people really and truly did the work for us. Amber and her husband, everybody was on point. And as they did, what they had to do on stage was get us educated. They had tables out for us this time, so you didn't have to write in your laps. They had tables like you was at a forum with your name in front of your table with your names on there, showing where you came from, have you where you could write in your memos, you know, in your notebooks and everything. And, you know, just literally, we had so much education teaching us about how much money we can make, teaching us about what we can do to help other people out here that don't even know about the product and what it can do for them. It was really and truly an amazing situation, because while I was there, I was on my cane, as y'all know, and a nurse walked up to me and asked me, she said, "Are you in pain?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Come on here with me," like she was my mama. She said, "Come on here." She took me in where we was getting free next balance. We was getting Fido. We was getting detox every day. You can drink as much as you want. That lady fixed me a large 8-ounce cup. She took the Fido powder. Then she took the detox. Then she took the balance and put them all together and shook them up and handed it to me. She said, "Listen, this is what I want you to do. Every 2 hours, I need you to drink this. And it will take the pain away." Y'all, as God is my right hand on here, the first cup, because I was in a lot of pain, because my feet had swelled so bad it looked like Sara Lee pound cakes. I'm not going to lie to you. Y'all, this lady told me that, and within an hour, I could sit in the chair without moving. The pain subdued, and I sat there for the rest of the time. You know, we had breaks and everything, coffee breaks. They was bringing out coffee in these stainless steel canteens. I mean, they really did it for us, gave you the flavors for your coffee, everything, so you can come back in and get focused. But like Robert was saying, he had a training. After the actual live, he would have a training. And y'all, I'm gonna tell you something. He said it best. He said, even if you make $100,000, he say, "I ain't spent but $155. He said, "That's it." He said, $250,000. They said, "How much did you? $155. He said, "That's it." And if you can't fathom or see that, $155, we spend that sometime in a day, like he was saying, on different things, going out to eat, going out to socialize, and different things. You know what, people? This is it. This is it. This is the lifelong experience I think all of us have been waiting on. We have now come home. I'm like Dorothy. I done clicked my heels and I'm home. I'm not going nowhere, honey. Nowhere. Back to you, Billy.
Thank you so much. I see Toto on the side over there.
That's right.
Hey, guys, I'm going to tell you this right now. She's right. Everything she said was right. Everything she said was true. The timing is right. It's our turn, okay? Everybody turn. The timing is right. It's no better time than right now. Right now, everything is right. So guess what? This company, you don't have to worry about this company going bankrupt. They got so much money that they can do anything they want with. As a matter of fact, with the top producers in the companies, they didn't have to spend a penny. The limousine come and pick them up from the airport. The limousine take them to their hotel where they didn't stay at the MGL. They stayed at the Waldorf Historian. So, hey, that's something brilliant. They did not have to pay for anything. So guess what? If you could go into an event and you don't have to spend none of your own money, now you could go somewhere like buy a t-shirt or whatever, but you don't have to spend none of your own money unless you go. Man, I'm going to tell you this. It's an experience you never, ever felt before. But Go Love Life will give you that experience. So right now, what I want to do right now is this. I want to switch gears a moment. I'm going to switch it over to my business partner. If you say we like the dynamic dudes, the Cape Crusaders, which one of us got on the Cape? I don't know. He got on one, I got on one. So we just excited about what we have right here. This guy, he called me in January. And guess what? He called me out of the blue. We caught up on old times, and I was really impressed. When he called me first, I thought about it, and I say, this is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer. I'm going to take my time building this business the right way. So everybody in this company, everybody on this Zoom right now can have success if they want to, because we care about everybody. It's not about one person going to the top and looking down at everybody. It's everybody going to the top together as a team. And what we call ourselves, the Go Team. So it's time to go, friend. Right now, we launching our business today. All before this call right here, we were in pre-launch. So it's time to get started. So what I want to introduce to some and present to other, and he did a great job last night with the overview. I want to introduce Mr. Mike Hankey.
Well, thank you, Mr. Billy Bonds. Appreciate you very much, and we're very excited to be here back from Vegas. And yes, we had a time of it. The trainings were off the chain, as they say, and it was very motivational. And, a lot of the things they talked about as a sales coach that I've been for many years brought back a lot of good points that just wanted to kind of help start, because all of it is a mindset. It's what you think about. It's what how you view things in your own mind. Because there was many of you might have heard of a guy. His name was Andrew Carnegie, and at his time he was the richest man on the planet. And a guy wanted to work with him and follow him, shadow him, if you will, to learn about what he thought about things. His name was Napoleon Hill. And you can Google and go on YouTube and hear Napoleon Hill's tapes. But one of the things that he talked about was it didn't matter whether you think you can or you think you can't. In either case, you'll be right. But it's all about your thinking. There's actually a proverb, 27:3, that in one translation it says, as a man thinketh, so he becomes. So we're a product of our thoughts. And it's a situation where a lot of people, don't realize it, but they get caught up in trying to control things around them. When you think about it, is there anything about your spouse that you can control what they think about? No. When you think about your kids, can you control what they think about? Can any of you control what the people on your team are thinking about? Nope. There's only one thing that you as a human being have absolute control over. That's your thoughts. What you think about is what you have control over. So saying that we only got one thing that we have absolute control over, doesn't it just make sense? We ought to spend a little bit more time using our brain and thinking about things. And it's so helpful, I found through my years of business, that and it's easy to get in the trap of what Zig Ziglar used to call stinking thinking. You know, you need to check up from the neck up. Because, you know, what's the difference between a V and Robert Dean and these other ones that made Elite? It's the way they view things. It's the way they view their day. It's the way they view their business. I remember, you know, Ken Rowland used to tell me all the time, you know, do you think that you could be a multi-million-dollar, or just let, you know what the average doctor in the United States makes? The average doctor, most people are surprised, but it's about $100,000 a year. So these guys that make millions, that's a low percentage. Those are specialists that do that. You know what the average income of an attorney is in the United States of America right now today? About $75,000 to $100,000 a year. So yeah, you hear about these millionaire ones, but they're unique. So even to be an average attorney, so if you're just a $100,000 a year attorney, what does it take to be an attorney in the United States? You're going to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and you're going to have at least 10 years of education to be an attorney. Well, what are you putting into your Go Live Life business? You know, if you treat this like the $200 it cost you to get in, you're not being fair to yourself. Now, how do you know? Well, because you look at what other people are doing. What's the difference between a Rob Dean and a V and a me and a you and ever who else is in this business? We're all humans. We all have the same issues in life. My wife and I often talk about, you know, in all of our closets, what's our biggest section of our closets? It's our shoes. And all of us have the same brand of shoes. They're called is shoes, right? We all got them. And so it's a situation where since we all got issues, there are different sorts and different kinds. We got these different issues we have to face. We got expense issues that come around our life. You know, we got gas prices going up, you know, loaf of bread's going crazy. The food's going nuts. You go out to eat, you know, you got to mortgage your house to go out to eat anymore. Well, you know, there's a simple solution to it all. Simply get educated, spend some time getting educated about what it is that we do. And then realize that the key to our business is to avoid sounding and being a salesman. You don't want to be a salesman. What we want to do is sort through people. Now, V did a real good job at this training talking about what company can you think of that doesn't have customers. Would Amazon be Amazon without customers? Would Walmart be a Walmart without customers? All businesses. Applebee's, would they be a business without customers? McDonald's, would they be a business without customers? All businesses have customers. And that's the same thing we got to do. We just want to get customers. What'll happen is if you'll just get customers, get people to try the product through education. And remember, when you educate somebody, Ken used to teach people, if you want to know how to, why'd you like to be in a business where you never got to know? Do you realize you're in one? You have the possibility of working this business to help yourself get money as an issue out of your life. And what's really, really cool about it, you don't ever have to get a no, because that's the biggest fear that most of us have. They don't want to be told no by anybody. But you know how you never get a no? Don't ask for a yes. Don't ever say, well, did you want to buy it? Do you want to get some? That's not the type of questions you should be asking. The questions you need to ask are, I just want to educate you and update on what's going on. Is it okay with you if from time to time when I see an article that I think might pertain to you, that I email it to you? I don't want to bug you and I ain't going to email you every day. But is it okay if I find something that I think might interest? If it's okay if I send it to you? And, you know, 99.9% of the people are going to say, yeah, that's fine. They're going to say, you ain't going to try something. You know, yeah, you can send me anything you want. And so don't be a salesman. Educate and update. Well, what's that mean you got to do? It means you got to get educated. And this is the easiest thing in the world to learn about. You just go to YouTube and type in gut microbiome and you'll have like 1 million hits. You just find the topic that interests you and take a little bit of time and watch it. Get educated. With Tony that you heard from last night with his meniscus operation. I didn't call him and try to get him to buy a bunch more product. I knew from what I'd studied about the COX-2 enzyme. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. It's all on the internet. It's available for anybody. That's how you're going to build your business where people are going to put confidence in you. Because are you a doctor? No. Are you a scientist? No. And so part of the system that we've learned that works solid in our business is how's that sorting and education process work? Well, the dumber you play, the more success you'll have. So as an example, somebody has a question about, oh, I'm in bad pain, and you want to tell them about the stuff I told Tony. You don't have to remember all that stuff I said. All you got to do is ask me to help you. I'll do the talking for you. And you know what that does for you? It lets the people see that you don't have to know anything but a team member that knows the stuff to help you build your business. And that's what we want you all to do, is to use the team. Now, when will you get to do all this talking? Well, if you do 3-way calls and Zoom calls with me, Billy, with Olga, and the different members of the team, that's where you're going to learn it. And I wouldn't take our word for it. When you heard me talk about what I talked about last night with the COX-2 enzyme, I want you to think, I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, but how many of you went on the internet and Googled the COX-2 enzyme and took a look at what it's about and looked at the COX-1 enzyme and what kind of medications are recommended by doctors for you to get on a COX-2 inhibitor? They're dangerous. They as I said, they inhibit the COX-1 enzyme as well, but all this is available to you. I'm nothing special. I just look it up. I want to be a student of the business that I'm in. And that's what we want for all of you. And so when Billy's saying that we're starting launching our Go team, if you will, starts tonight, it's because we care about all of you. We want all of you to be using the product. But those of you that are serious about wanting to build a business, wanting to go to the Hotel Iscariot with us there in the Mayan ruins, and we're going to actually show you that video here in a minute. But it's a situation where we can all go because the comp plan that this company has put together, it's not complicated. It's very, very easy. Matter of fact, it was really kind of exciting in Vegas hearing when Rob Dean called Valencia and said, Valencia, is this right? I'm looking at this comp plan that we only got to have 600 packs and we can be at the top of this thing. Is that right? And she said, Rob, don't worry about it. It's all in writing. That's pretty good, right? And look at the system that, and we can adopt what they're doing to make it a little easier. 600 packs sounds like a lot to you, doesn't it? Well, let's break it down to a little formula that was shared with us. I thought was genius. What if we could cut that down to not have to get? Because see, when you hear that 600 packs, what are you thinking? 600 people. How am I going to get 600 people? I ain't no way I'm going to get 600 people. Well, first of all, you're selling yourself short, because in the last company, I think through a 15-year period, I think I sponsored over 200 people. But do you think they all stayed? No, way over half left. I think when everything, the dust settled and my personally sponsored, I think I had 30 or 40. You know how many Robert Dean has personally sponsored right now in Go Love Live? 50, a little over 50 personal. So it doesn't take gobs and gobs and gobs. And do you know what the size of my organization was in the last company when I really quit actively working it and decided I was going to retire? 150,000. Now, how many of them people you think I knew? Well, 50, maybe 100. I don't know all them people, but it's what other people will do. So it's the secret of what our industry is the power of duplication. Paul Getty, he said, I would rather sell 1 million lollipops for a penny than to sell 100 of them for $1. Now you do the math. You do the math. And I remember in a Foreman company where that noni juice, it helped people, but nothing like this. I drank that product for 20 years. It never lowered my blood sugar like it's happened to me. It never had the doctor take me off high blood pressure medicine. I never lost weight. All the things that have happened good for me is since Go Love Life. And it's because of that perfected noni and these combination of ingredients together that work so powerfully. So now it's a situation where you share it with a few, educate them, update them, and even when they get educated, believe me, they're going to come to you and finally go, well, man, what, you keep sending me this stuff. How did I get some of this stuff? They'll take it away from you. You don't have to fear getting a no, because if you're doing it right, I'm going to give you a little hint of what you could have put in the back of your mind to know you're not doing your business properly. So put this in the back of your memory. If you ever hear anybody go, well, Mike, you can do this because you got the gift of gab and you got this and you got that, but I can't do that. You know you did your business wrong, because you should never talk to your own people so much that they make that statement to you. Play dumb. They could ask you a question, well, how much is this stuff if I just want to get it retail? Try not answering it. Say, that's a good question. You got just a minute? And do a 3-way call with anybody on the team. Let them answer it. You don't realize it, but you'll be training that person. So if you just don't answer their questions, don't sound like a salesman. So, oh, that's a good question. Got a minute? And put a team member on the phone. Let them answer. Even though you know the answer, don't answer it. And guess what happens? By the time they do say, hey, I'm on this product, and you introduce, hey, I got a couple of friends that are doing this and they have an affiliate program. Have you read about any of that yet? And if you're doing the business, we're getting ready to show you the new tools and what we expect everybody that's serious about being with us on that leadership, what do they call it? Leadership retreat next September. You need to be using the tools. As a matter of fact, Judy Xu from Taiwan, let me tell you her story. She was with that former company. I won't mention any names, but their initials were New Age Beverages. And with that company, she was the number one paid in the company. And when she saw what Kelly was doing, they didn't even have a company name yet. It wasn't even called Go Life yet. And she contacted Kelly and said, I'm resigning from New Age Beverage. I'm coming with you. Didn't have a product yet. She couldn't. And I'm hearing from people, well, some people, they want to know if you got a sample. If there's other people, the people in Norway didn't even have a product and they made it to elite. Okay? Didn't have a product. All that's excuses. The stuff you're putting in your own head. Remember, it doesn't matter whether you think you can or you think you can't. In either case, you're going to be 100% right. So it all starts right here. What does a professional golfer, baseball player, football player tell you the difference between a mediocre player and the top players? It's their thoughts. It's what they think about. And that's the same for me and you. We're all created the same way. We all got the same tools. We all got the same circumstances in life. The difference is who's willing to be a doer and who wants to be a hearer only. Does that sound familiar to anybody? There's a difference between a hearer and a doer. And with Go Love Life, the successful ones are doers. Put together a plan, get educated. Judy Chu from Taiwan, which by the way, she left that company, and in 3 months with Go Love Life, her check was bigger than the top 5 money earners with New Age Beverage. So anybody here on this call, I'm going to give you an extra little homework that might help you. Anybody happens to know anybody at that former company, they have officially filed bankruptcy. You can Google it. New Age Beverage has filed bankruptcy. They've sold their business and for pennies on the dollar. They claimed that they had $175 million in debt. They were going to try to get $100 million for the company. Somebody offered them 23, reneged on that, and they sold it for $16 million. So, and again, it's on the internet. It's all public knowledge. They filed bankruptcy. Did you know that their bankruptcy document is available online? It's a public document. And they had an event 2-3 weeks ago in Orlando, and that hotel got stiffed. It's listed as one of the creditors on their bankruptcy. So what do you think's about to happen? If you have friends in that company, you owe it to them to let them know. And again, you don't have, the documentation beats conversation. Tell them to Google it. Do your homework, because they're going to think they may think you're trying to con them or something. It's public information. Go find it. Go look it up. And your friends are about to lose their checks. That company's gone. It's bankrupt. So you better get to them and help them so that they have a chance. And I've sat down with Kelly and Sean while I was in Vegas, and I brought up a couple of names of different people that are in that company and roughly what their income was. And you know what they said? Because they know that comp plan that they have over at New Age. And what I was told is if they will get in gear and try to get their organization together to move them over here, that even if only half of them were to come, their income would be bigger, would Go Love Life, because of the way all the commissions are at the top and the bottom. Though their checks will go up. So, and if you need help, again, that's what we're here to do. Use us, put us to work. We want to help you build your business. Donna, Billy, and I, and Olga, and Jerry, we don't want to go to this big resort just on our own. We want to go as a team. It's so much more fun when you can be with the people you work with. So let's make this thing happen. Get the stinking thinking out of your head. So I'm going to take you to the website now and actually show you what we're going to look at the first lesson tonight. So if you go in your back office, it's live right now. I'm going to take you to mine. And I'm going to share. Okay, so this is my back office. And what I clicked on is, when you log in, along the top are those green circles. Well, you'll notice now that the one that used to say resources, that's gone. And now it says tools, our tools. And so when you go to our tools, this is the page you'll land on right here. And now as you scroll down, you'll see Go Love Life onboarding. I got one active and none completed. So what this is you got all these videos that are trainings for onboarding. But if you notice, you can't access them. They're like a lock on them. Well, guess what it takes to unlock it? When you finish this first one, then it will unlock the second one. When you finish the second one, it'll unlock the third. And one of the things Judy Chu was talking about that she does with all her people in Taiwan is she sticks to the company training. She sticks to their philosophy and their way of doing business. Here it is. You get to get trained by the company. You want to know about the products? Well, once you get through the onboarding, then you're going to go through the product info. And it's going to be the same way, one thing right after another. Okay, done with that? You want to learn the comp plan? Here it is. Here's all the videos. And as you go down, when you finish one, you'll be able to go to the next one. And so it's going to teach you how to do it all. Hey, how do I use all that flywheel stuff? Here it is. But it's not going to let you get to these. You have to do them in order. So I would highly recommend, and Billy and I have committed, we're going to do this ourselves. And we're going to give an update on where we're at next week, next training. We'll get on there and say where we're at, which ones we've gone through. Get through this trainings because it's what's going to help you build your business. The company has made this so easy for us, there's really no excuse. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll start on this first one so you can see how it works. So I'm going to click on the start button. And let's see, I do want to make sure I get up here and turn on my sound. So share sound, I didn't do that before. So I'm going to hit start. Here's how it works.
Hi, my name is Kelly Olson. I'm the CEO and one of the founders of Go Love Life. Go Love Life is so much more than a business. Our vision was to create a door to your best life. Go Love Life is optimistic, adventurous, and filled with new experiences around every corner. Freedom and possibilities to do and to go where you like. Go Love Life is an attitude, seizing opportunity, eliminating obstacles, embracing the best of life. Go Love Life is optimal health, where you find the answer to your most critical and basic questions about how to be, feel, and look your best. Go Love Life is created to be the best kind of experience. Go Love Life brings the world to you by ships and planes and trains. We love the sound of ship horns, train whistles, and plane engines coming and going. 5-star hotels, resorts, and inns are our habitat. Islands, mountains, and beaches are our home. We believe in loving life. Go Love Life began as a team of highly motivated and passionate adventurers who search the globe for plants that can change lives. This passion led us to become involved in bringing an amazing South Pacific discovery from obscurity into the light. The discovery of the noni fruit created passion and belief in each of us. The earth holds secrets, miracles, and answers. It's up to us to find them and use them correctly. Go Love Life is the expression of our vision. The original founders who began with the idea and assembled the finest team to accomplish the great goals of our vision were myself, Kelly Olson, Sean Whitney, and Cody Day. We found co-founders who one by one were drawn to the vision of a great company dedicated to the miracle of botanical discoveries. Meet Joy Yen, Adam Olson, Amber Knudsen, Bengt Emanuelson, David Garcia, and Kenny Knudsen. We've been together over 20 years. We've worked side by side throughout the world with tremendous success. We have come together because we share the same passion, vision, work ethic, and values. We have guided one of the most successful entrepreneurial companies in history to record growth, and together we learned a formula of success that guides us. With this very unique cohesion between us, we have a level of unity already that most other companies never achieve in their lifetime, and a clear vision of what we want to do.
So let's see, how do I go back? So now I hit continue. There it goes to my next one. So again, I'm not going to take us through all these, but you see how easy it is. So it's just going to take you from one to the next to help teach you how to build this business. And it's so very simple. So now the next thing I want to show you is about our new product. Let me tell you, this new product is incredible. It really is. Because I'm a diabetic, I have very, very dry hands, and it causes me a lot of problems even on a daily basis. And so when I tore it, they gave us a sample there, as Olga was telling you, and it's a situation where what it does for you, it's just amazing how it worked on my hands. It actually was working, and I put a little drop in each hand because I knew I had to bring enough home, because they gave us a little sample, and I had to bring enough home to make sure my wife was able to get some of it to try it too. And she just put a little bit on her hands, and it really is truly an amazing product. Now I want to, I'm going to stop share for a second so I can get out of this page and go back where I need to go so you can see the next video that we want to show you. Here we go. And then I'll share again. Okay, so now I'm going to show you another teaser. Here is about our leadership retreat that's going to be next September, and then I'll tell you more about it and how you qualify for it. Well, there's how you qualify for it. I guess I clicked on the wrong thing. This is the sheet that tells about it. So it's for leaders and above. So remember, when you hit leader, you get a 3% increase in your 6th level pay, and now you're sharing 16% of the dynamic compression bonus. So if you hit leader, you have to pay your own way there, but this is an all-inclusive resort. When I mean all-inclusive, it's all-inclusive. It was said that it's like a cruise on land, but it's better than that, because when you go on a cruise, if you want to do an excursion, you have to pay for it. On this, they're all included, and there's all kinds of them. And then if you hit a star performer, by the way, if you can see it up top, I think it tells you, yeah, it's started September 1st of this year. So we're already 11, 12 days in, and it ends the 31st of July. So if you hit star performer by the end of July, you get this land package, plus you get 1 airline ticket. If you hit elite, you get 2 airline tickets plus the package. So that's what you get just for attaining these various levels so that you can attend this retreat. It's absolutely phenomenal. So now I'm going to stop sharing again so I can go back to the showcase. And I'm not going to, so let me show you to see what I'm doing so you can see this. Okay, so I'm in, I guess I got to move. Let me move how I share my screen. It will. Okay. So here's my back office, and here's the button. So here's the Go Tools. That's what I was talking about. And then here's your showcase. You remember that. That's where all the videos are. So I'm going to go here, move this baby over here, get this little guy out of the way so you can see. So here's and there's a bunch of new videos in here. So here's a new opportunity, the power plants. Many of you have seen that one. And then here's some testimonials that are all videos that you can access back here. Here was the one about the Vegas convention, more testimonials. Here's how to drink the daily 3. And then there's 3 new things back here that are pretty cool. It is about the products. They're like 3-minute videos about the various products. So it's this one. Nope, that's about the business. There's a thing about a flywheel. You can actually find people that have not made a purchase and show them how they can make money. What? That's right. You can actually be an affiliate. Let's say you know somebody that's an influencer on one of the social media sites. And why do they do that? Why do people work so hard to try to have thousands of people, followers, whether it's TikTok, Facebook, whatever it is? They do it because that's the way they want to make money. Now, if you know any of them, or even if you don't know them, you can instant message them and say, hey, I work with a company that's looking for influencers that want to make some money. You know anybody? What do you think they might say? Now you can come back to them, and this will show you how they can actually become an affiliate, and they can just broadcast what we do to all of their people, and any of them that buy product or anything, they get paid on it. Pretty cool. How to enroll, and then how do you move up in rank? That's all there if you don't know how that works. This is an excellent one. What are the experts saying about gut microbiome? These are different videos of people that are online that are doctors and scientists talking about the gut microbiome. This is recommended viewing for all of you. It's how you're going to get educated. Again, you can make way more money with Go Love Life than you can as a doctor. And it takes them 10 years and thousands of dollars to be a doctor. If you treat this business like a doctor has to treat theirs, you'll make way more than a doctor. And then let's see, there's about red light and fermentation. I think most of you are familiar with that. Then as we come down, here we go. There's 3 all about videos. They're about 3 minutes apiece. This one's all about next balance, part of the 3 system, but it breaks down how balance is made, what all is in it. Then this one is all about detox, and it's about a 3-minute video that teaches you really what is in detox, how it works. And then the same for phytopower. So there's 3 videos that once you know what they are, now when you're talking to people and they're being educated and they have a question about one of these things, don't send them all 3 at the same time. send them one, and then you pique their interest by taking away a little bit. Say, hey, here's one about one of our liquid supplements. Now we got another liquid supplement and a powder. When you're done with this one, let me know if you want to know about the other one. And make them come to you a little bit. You know, now you're not asking them if they want to buy anything. When people watch this, they got issues in their life. They watch that video about what gut microbiome is all about. They're going to ask you, how do I get a hold of some of this stuff? All right, so that is that. And now I'm going to share with you a video on, let's see, where did I put it? Put him over here. And I put it in events. Let's see. Well, I don't see it there. I'm just going to go ahead and Google it my own self. So it's called Hotel Xcariot Mexico Video Official. Okay. Now I have to move this thing, so no, not much. Too bad. Okay, check this out, and then we'll talk about going. So you know, Billy and I watch this every day.
I just spent 1 month at Hotel Xcaret, and it wasn't enough.
Nah, I don't want to go there.
I have to be honest, one of my favorite things about this hotel is the magic bracelet you get at check-in. Not only does this let you get your photos taken, get you into all the parks, but it also lets you enter your room, which means no more forgotten room keys.
The first thing you should realize about Hotel Xcaret is that this isn't an all-inclusive resort. It's an all-fun-inclusive experience.
I'm doing that.
All fun inclusive means that once you reserve with us, everything is included. The transportation from the airport of Cancun to our hotel, round trip, plus all the entrances to all our parks, all the meals, all the drinks.
Transportation was great. The people that were on the bus made it comfortable and they were very upbeat. It was very relaxing. Buses were high quality.
It's just so easy to coordinate and go to all the parks from right here. If you want to get to Senses, Xcaret, Explore, or Explore Fuego, there's a bus that leaves every 20 minutes. Just look for the bus with a little shaggy cap on top. And then if you want to do any of their other tours or other parks, all you got to do is schedule them a day ahead, pick you up right out front, they drop you off right out front.
The crazy thing is that the hotel is like a park in itself.
I've never been to a resort where I got lost. This was the first one. I want to get lost here and never go back.
This place is so vast, it's so big, and it's so full of detail and secrets that 100 people could come here and have 100 completely different experiences. You just need to take at least a day and walk around the resort discovering every nook and cranny so you can really appreciate the magnitude of this place. From day 1 to day 30, every day I had discovered something new that I hadn't seen before.
You've probably noticed by now that the resort is absolutely gorgeous. But what you might not know is that this extends well beyond what you see on the surface.
We are so proud because we have been working a lot with EarthCheck, and that means that we are a company that respects the flora and the fauna from our country. Since they start constructing the hotel, they have been taking care about all the animals and all the vegetation that is here near the area of the hotel. We transplant a lot of trees, and the ones we couldn't, we keep them as part of our architectural and design from the hotel. I'm so creatively inspired.
My
I can't
feet.
say enough. Every day that I was in this place, I was journaling and writing and drawing. It's such a beautiful place. I highly, highly recommend it. My favorite part of the hotel, I think, it's the spa. It's called Muluk. I think that it's the only place in the world that you can have a massage inside a cave. And there's one that have a water hole. Even if you only see hydrotherapy, it's amazing.
Now, can we please talk about the food? In my opinion, you've got to stay long enough to try all 10 of their incredibly diverse restaurants.
Our most important restaurant is called Ja. And the chef, Carlos Gaitan, he's the only Mexican that has 1 Michelin star.
One of my favorite places is the Mercado. When you walk in there, you actually feel like you're in a market. And when I'm traveling, I love going to the markets. I love the energy, I love the style, I love the options. Everyone's making something fresh. So it's definitely not your typical buffet. And they went above and beyond to make sure that that main staple, that main restaurant that's open all the time, isn't just subpar like you see at a lot of resorts. Like, it is amazing food. In all honesty, I found it extremely hard to capture the essence of the property because of all the detail. But if I had to summarize it into one cheesy sentence, well then I guess I would say it's a lot like staying in a Mexican fairy tale.
We're very proud because we want to represent and to get all our guests to know about the Mexican culture. For example, all the lights that we have, the nest, el nido, those are made in Chetumal. In the restrooms, we have all the ceramics that they are made at the state of Jalisco, in the city of Guadalajara. All the embroidery is made by hands, with the hands of Mexican women that live in the state of Yucatan, Oaxaca, and Chiapas.
But perhaps the most amazing element of Mexican culture here is the warmth and hospitality of the staff.
We have been working a lot with the service. We want to feel you feel at home.
Well, the staff was very happy, which I think makes a big difference. Made me feel happy. They were very welcoming, and it's like they actually cared about our experience here, and that was, I wasn't expecting that. It's just awesome.
There, for instance, that's top notch right there.
We really take care from all the persons that work with us here in the company. We also need them to be developing a better life with the company and with their families.
Of course, I can't talk about Hotel Xcaret without talking about the people. As a traveler, to me, the people are what makes an experience, and Hotel Xcaret is no exception to this rule. Here, the employees genuinely seem happy, they genuinely enjoy their jobs, and that not only reflects on your experience, but it makes you feel good about staying somewhere where the employees are so happy.
The employees and facility are so incredible that all guests feel like a VIP. That being said, they have somehow managed to provide an even more exclusive opportunity.
Now, Anita, I know that my month's almost up here, but obviously there's still a lot to cover. So do you think we could get like an extension or anything like that on my stay?
I have to ask.
When the world is on your shoulders and you feel like falling over, just come a little closer. I'll be there for you, I'll be there for you. Cause when we are together, I know you feel the tension. Just let me in your head so I can be there for you, there for you.
1 month sounds like a lot, but in a place with 1,500 employees, 900 rooms, 19 restaurants and bars, 11 pools, 10 activities, 7 parks, 3 fitness centers, 2 tours, 1 long beach, and an infinite amount of nooks and crannies to explore.
It's about this time you realize Hotel Xcaret isn't just a hotel, it's a destination.
Yeah, who'd want to bother going there? That is incredible. So, I already went over the requirements. Least a leader, and leader's not that hard to make. As a matter of fact, I wanted to break down for you. If you got a piece of paper and a pen in front of your calendar or calculator, my bad. Here's what I want to show you. So we talked about to be elite, you need 600 packs, right? So what if all of us made it a goal to, instead of, if you can, now I understand that some of the countries, some of you people in the countries that because of inflation and things, it's not possible. We understand that. But what these big teams are doing to get to these positions quickly is they're making it all, they can't make it a requirement, but they almost make it like a requirement for everybody to get 2 packs. Now you think about it, when my wife and I started, we get 2 packs. She needs one and I need one. It's one per person. And what does that do for you? Well, first of all, it saves you $26 a month because you don't pay for shipping. So you're already saving $26 by doing it that way. So if everybody were to get 2 people as customers and get them to get 2 packs and do the same thing, look what happens. So if you have 2 people that get 2 packs, right? That's 6 packs right there. And that is 780 points. So if you have 780 points per person, how many people do you need to hit 78,000 as an elite? Now it went from 600 people to 100 people. 100 people in your organization doing 2 packs a piece, and you are an elite. Changes the ball game big time. Now you just we'll teach that. We're going to start teaching that through our organization. Everybody do a 2-pack. We already do a 2-pack. And then get 2 people and make sure they're doing a 2-pack. And I think for the most part, that's how most of my frontline are, 2-packs. And many of theirs are 2-pack. I know Tony that's on here, him and his wife, they do a 2-pack. Me and my wife do a 2-pack. My daughter, who's actually Tony's sponsor, they do a 2-pack. And so you get, especially if they're couples, it's very simple. They have to have a 2-pack. What are they going to do? Share one daily 3? It won't last a month. They have to have a 2-pack. So you just, it's a mindset. It's just the way it works. It's just, people are going to do what we teach them. Now, will they all do it? No. But what if 75% of the people do it? How much less a number of people do you need to get these positions? Now all of a sudden, leader hits nothing. These people making leader. I know Billy and I, we kind of surprised ourselves. I think between us, we made merchant in a couple hours. We were builder inside of our first month. So it's a situation where now we're going to hit leader, and our goal is to hit leader in September. And we want to do it together. We want to work this together to make this thing happen. So that's it. That's where we're going to stop tonight because we're at an hour. We have recorded this. Wait a second. Billy's got to say something. Come on.
To say, Mike, 1 second. We got 3 minutes left. This is what we want to do right now. This is launch right now. So this is what I want to do for everybody. Mike, if you could put up that comp plan, the compensation plan, this is what we're going to show everybody. Since if you want to launch your business today, to get started, we're going to show the few key steps to get it going. So if you could bring up that comp plan, if you bring it up with the, whatever you bring it up with the 8 numbers and all of that, we'll show you. If you haven't hit merchant, I'm going to show you how to hit merchant in a matter of time. Everything has to do with time. So everybody can join everybody in Escaria Hotel. So if you bring that up, we're going to show you right now. If you haven't hit merchant, these are steps you need to do in a short period of time. If you want to, if you haven't hit builders, some people got 1 person, some people sponsor nobody. Some people haven't got a customer. Some people got 3 customers. Some people halfway there. Some people just need 1 person or 2 persons and they there. So guess what? We're going to show everybody how to do that tonight. Soon as Mike find that comp plan. And here it is right here. This is it. Titling qualifications. You bring that over a little bit. I got 1 minute remaining. You see that part about merchant. You only need 8. Your 130 is included in that 8. So you really need 7. You need 3 people that you personally sponsor on auto ship subscription. That's it. The rest of them could be customers or whatever. That's it. That's what you need to hit merchant. Some people, like I say, don't have any. Some people have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some people got the qualification, but they haven't got 2 people. Now, as far as builder, you need to add 40 people. You need to add 32 more people. So guess what? You got a ton of people right now who are going to help you get there. If you don't want to do that, you do it by yourself. Just like Robert Dean did 50 in 1 month, you could do 50 in 15 days or whatever it takes. You take some time out of your daily schedule to make it happen. If you want to go to Hotel Escaria, this is the starting point right here. All this if you want it to happen this month, I will help you get there this month. If you want it to happen this month, I and Mike will help you, and all the leaders will help you get there, merchant and builder. So guess what? I'm really excited about what this company has to offer. I did a lot with the past company, went all around the world. Me and Mike and made tons of money. But right now, guys, we got a company that ain't no joke, and they ready for us. But are you ready for them? In the words of Tone Low, are we ready? Let's do it. Thank you, everyone. I'm gonna start right there.
Well, that's what it's all about right there. Remember, builder is 40 packs, so if you're doing 2 packs, it's only 20. 20 people. So if you get 2, and then you get 10 others that get 2, you're there. Not near as difficult as we've imagined in our